Hey everyone out there, my name is Dee, and look, I want to tell you today about this really incredible comprehensive guide that will teach you how to harness the power of the law of attraction. It is called Manifestation Miracle, and it's done by an expert in this field. Her name is Heather Mathews. Now look, Manifestation Miracle isn't some secret trick or, kind of gimmick that, when you read it and you're gonna check out the guide by Heather Mathews, you're gonna say to yourself, oh, come on, you're not going to have one of those moments when you check out her guide, because honestly, it will provide you with the tools that you should have to basically do anything you want with the desires you have in your life, to change your life basically to the best way that you possibly can to live that life, if you understand what I mean. Now, granted, there's quite a few unorthodox methods in this guide that Heather teaches, but there's a valid psychological explanation behind each one of them, which Heather provides. And basically what you are going to learn is how to think in a way that will coincide with the law of attraction. Now, when I say law of attraction, by the way, I'm not talking necessarily about the attraction between you and a member of the opposite or same sex. It's actually more about the fact that you attract the things that you want to you in your life. For example, let's say you go into a house and you think it's beautiful and you want to buy a house like that, or maybe you go into a house that's for sale that you want to buy, but you don't have $4 million for that house because that's the price of it. Well, with Manifestation Miracle, no joke, through the powers of the law of attraction, understanding the secret behind all the secrets of the law of attraction, you'll be able to buy that house. That may seem crazy, and you may think to yourself, well, if that were true, then probably everybody who got this are suddenly millionaires. But it doesn't really work like that because of human error and things of that nature. People don't actually follow a lot of the guides that go behind this sort of thinking. However, when you actually do it, when you actually start to really focus in on the principles within the Manifestation Miracle, you will see results. And I'm talking tangible, fast results. You will have to put in some effort, but the kind of effort you're going to put in will be enjoyable because it's all about positivity. For example, one of the things that Heather teaches you is something called visualization. Now, when you set goals in life, it's important to think about those goals and capture them in order to harness living your dream and arrive at, the secrets to success. So Heather's method to think about setting those goals goes really in depth on how to actually implement those goals in a real life scenario, and explains all the different ways you can do this by creating what's called a vision board. Now, I'm not going to get too much into specifics with this or with all the other ways that her techniques works, but with the visualization technique, basically in a nutshell, it will reprogram both your conscious and your subconscious mind to bring them both in tune with your desires. So when you visualize something over and over again, whether it's that house I'm talking about, a goal, or some other desired outcome, you'll build cells of recognition into your memory bank. And these serve you in two important ways. Basically, when you continually focus on an image in your mind, every cell in your body will get involved in the process of that focus. And two, because of the positive affirmations and all that, once you impress this new thought, idea, or image into your subconscious, guess what? It eventually becomes rooted into the soil of your subconscious. So that means your subconscious accepts this as true, and it will automatically work to attract and create your desire. In other words, you will naturally gravitate towards it to the point where you accept it as real, and you will want it to be real so bad, you'll make it real. I have a personal experience to even talk about this. After I read Manifestation Miracle and I started to really think about how I can use these techniques in my own life, I wondered, could I actually do this? Would this be something that I could feel is credible? There's a very famous Japanese group out there in the world, and I love them. They're 3 girls. They're from Hiroshima, and most of my life, I follow them. They're about 10 years old, this group. Anyways, I really started to visualize and positively focus my thoughts on meeting them, on being made sure that I would someday be able to shake their hands and talk to them. Well, wouldn't you know it, after doing this over and over again, I had joined the fan club of this particular group, and I was the #1 person selected to meet them, and I did. I was able to meet them recently, shook all their hands, actually hugged them, talked to them, and if that wasn't enough, when they put out a DVD of their concert experience, I was on that DVD with my encounter, and I was the only one they actually had comments about. If that isn't enough proof, I don't know what is, people, but I'll tell you what, it's been working for me like a charm, and it'll work for you as well. So look, if you're interested and you want to learn more about Manifestation Miracle, be sure to just click the link right below in the description box because I made it easy for you. Or if you feel like visiting the website, just go to http://metabay.net/miracle. Once again, that's www.metabay.net/miracle. Metabay is metabay.net/miracle. You can check it out today for yourself. Do your due diligence. Don't just take my word for it. But I'm telling you, Manifestation Miracle is definitely a miracle worker, and I love it. Once again, check it out. Click the link below this video. Have fun. Good luck with your life. I wish you all the best success, and I hope you achieve exactly what it is you want to achieve. With Manifestation Miracle, you're going to do just that. Have a good one, guys. Take care.